everyone. I am Nilda V. San Miguel, Principal of Masapang Elementary School, Victoria District, Laguna, Philippines. And today, I am very excited to share with you my study entitled The Effect of 7E Model Inquiry-Based Approach on Students' Achievement. This K-12 program has 6 key characteristics such as strengthening early childhood education, making the curriculum relevant to learners, building skills, ensuring unified and seamless learning, gearing up for the future, and nurturing the fully developed Filipino. To ensure the achievement of the following features, the Department of Education here in the Philippines is thoroughly characterized by various structures and strategies, both compared to local and international standard. The use of different teaching approaches or strategies in teaching. One of the approaches being encouraged to be used by the teachers in teaching science is the use of the 7E model approach. Would this strategy be an effective way so that students would easily understand the concepts and connected ideas to a certain topic? This is the focus of my study. How is the 7E's pedagogical approach in terms of the output in the exams and quizzes of these grade 5 students? Are they learning much in the same level or degree that they learn using the lecture type method or the typical traditional instruction method? The 7E instructional model is a common learning cycle by science teachers, earlier known as the 5E model. The 7E model is an extension of its predecessor that has been expanded to ensure teachers do not leave out any essential instructional components. The 7E model is also often used as a conceptual change model. Within its levels, teachers can work from eliciting dissatisfaction at the beginning to having students extend their new understanding. This is the cycle of the 7E learning cycle. The first one is to elicit. We need to connect to prior knowledge to activate the attention of our students. Also to engage, to arouse, to motivate, and to capture students' interest. Explore. Students observe, investigate, construct new understanding through active experience. And they also need to explain, to report their findings, to clarify discoveries. And the teacher needs to introduce concepts or vocabulary. Elaborate also is included in this cycle, to apply newly learned concepts to new contexts, to pose a different question or design an investigation. And part of the 7E learning cycle also is to extend. Transfer new learning by demonstrating connections to different contexts. Specifically, this study sought to answer the following questions. The first one, what is the status of the teacher's use of different tools in science in terms of the following? The first one is the traditional instruction approach and, of course, the 7E inquiry-based approach. And also, what is the mean level of the academic achievement of the learners using these two approaches in teaching science? And the last one is to find out the significant difference between the academic achievement of the learners using the two teaching tools in teaching science. In a study made by Nuri, which was conducted in 2016, he confirmed that 7E learning cycle have a positive effect on the students' achievement. He also discussed the effect of 7E, and it was not significant for school level, type of publication, and duration. However, regarding the subject matter, a significant difference was observed. The high effect size calculated in this meta-analysis implies that the 7E learning cycle is a useful strategy that should be included in science curriculum. 70 learners from Masapang Elementary School were the center of this research. 2 classes from the grade which were grouped heterogeneously as the respondents in questionnaires, and the classes that undergo traditional instruction approach, and of course, the 7E modal inquiry-based approach in teaching science. The results were based from the spot test given by the researcher. The results using the statistical tools mentioned in the previous page are as follows. The first one, the learners rated their teacher's use of traditional instruction approach outstanding, based from the overall average of 4.47 and SD of 0.48. On the other hand, they rated their teachers' use of 7E modal inquiry-based approach also an outstanding, based from the overall average of 4.75 and a standard deviation of 0.47. The first class of students, which comprised of 35 learners, got an average of 8.63 in a spot test, interpreted as satisfactory, with a standard deviation of 1.78. The second class or students also has 35 learners, got an average of 10.77, interpreted as very satisfactory, with a standard deviation of 2.44. Overall, the 70 learners got an average of 90.70, interpreted as satisfactory, with a standard deviation of 2.11. And the critical value for a t-test with alpha 0.05 is 1.20. The computed value is 4.20. Since the critical value is lower than the computed value, then the null hypothesis is rejected. Based from the results, the conclusion of this study is that there is a significant difference between the academic achievement of learners who have undergone traditional instruction approach and the academic achievements of learners who have undergone the 7E modal inquiry-based approach. The students perform better when 7E modal inquiry-based approach is used rather than the traditional instruction approach. For the recommendation, science teacher should use the 7E inquiry-based approach more than the traditional instruction approach. Though this would take more effort to do, but it would give better academic achievements for learners. For science coordinators, they need to update science teachers on the how and the why of 7E modal inquiry-based approach so that science teachers would be more effective in using that teaching approach. School heads should continue to promote the use of 7E modal inquiry-based approach not only for science subjects but to all subjects, if of course applicable. The Department of Education on district or division level should raise concerns, seminars, and workshops on the effective use of the 7E modal inquiry-based approach so that educational status can be sustained or even attain higher heights. And for that, thank you so much for listening. God bless us all.